When it comes to online college, Southern New Hampshire University is so good, it's scary. Listen, the facts don't lie. SNHU has degree programs that fit your goals, online classes that fit your life, and real support at every step. And if that wasn't enough, they've got some of the lowest online tuition rates in the US. This is an airtight case, you guys. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to get started. That's snhu.edu/morbid. These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to, probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, weirdos, I'm Alaina.
And I am Ash.
And this is an Ash-centric morbid. Woo-hoo.
Woo frickin' who.
Very excited. And on the holiday week. Look at us just gifting you.
The holiday whizzle.
We're going to take time off, but then we were like, no.
Nay.
Nay, say I.
Yes,
we're like, let's just keep on trucking. So here we are. It's late because it's the holiday week.
But it's better.
But it's here.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. That's what I say.
I don't really know if I have much to say because we actually just recorded your listener tales
we
episode.
Did. And I think we said everything we wanted to say in that one.
I think we did. So
we can just jump right into this one.
You want to do that?
Let's do it.
All right. To be honest with you, I don't even remember how I decided to do this story. I think I just found it on a list of crazy crimes.
I've seen things about this one and it always fascinated me, so I'm excited you're covering it.
You know what's fun is I do love a good Dateline, and I didn't realize until like halfway into this case that there's a Dateline on it.
There is.
And so then I watched it and it was really good.
It was. So go listen to that once you know what the case is.
I got some more really good information, and this is a flippin' doozy.
It's a doozy.
So we're going to talk about Lauren Giddings this week.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So Lauren Giddings was born on April 18th in 1984 to her parents Bill and Karen Giddings.
Bill and Karen Giddings.
I know. And this case is going to be rough for me because I have a little sister named Lauren.
Ooh.
Fun fact. She was the oldest of 3 daughters. She had 2 younger sisters, Caitlin and Sarah. And according to all her friends and family, Lauren was a super good friend, a really good time. Like, people loved to go out with her. She loved to read. She loved her dog named Butterbean.
Butterbean. Bean.
So cute.
I can't.
So cute. And her mission in life was really just to help others. Like she wanted her job to be able to like help anybody else.
Great. So she was just a really awesome person that we need more of in this world.
Yeah, but somebody
Good.
fucked that up.
That's really good.
Now, she was an Aries, obviously, and like
So is my husband.
I know, and I thought of
Yeah.
that. And like a true Aries, Lauren was super passionate, she was determined, and she was a motivated woman.
Yeah.
She had graduated high school in 2002, and then after high school, she made a move from Maryland to Georgia, and everyone was like, this move was perfect for Lauren because she was a, quote, country girl at heart.
She's a Georgia peach.
Exactly. So her move to the South just made a lot of sense for her.
Yeah, some people just have it in their blood even when they don't have it in their blood.
I am one of those people.
You would do great.
Yep, I
Yeah.
absolutely would.
You're a Southern Belle.
I absolutely am. Hello, it's me, Blanche Devereaux. But this is about Lauren.
I would not.
So she was actually the first person in her family to attend college, and obviously people in her family were super proud of that.
Good for her.
She went to Agnes Scott College, I believe is how you say that, and she graduated in 2006 with her degree in political science.
Wow, look at her go.
Now, because her main mission in life was to help others, she decided in 2008 to start law school in hopes to one day become a public defender.
Man.
So she was
And a public defender? Wow.
She was doing the damn thing.
for her.
Now, she made the choice to study at Mercer University Law School, and that is in Macon, Georgia. And the reason that she wanted to do this was, one, because she wanted to stay in Georgia, because she just fell in love when she moved there.
Yeah.
And also because this lady that she really admired named Nancy Grace.
Oh, Nancy Grace, you say?
I do, because Nancy Grace actually received her, I think it's called a Juris Doctor.
Yep.
The same year that Lauren was born.
Wow.
And she received it from that law school. So
Oh, look at that.
perfect. Now, Lauren was super, super pretty. She was always accompanied with her fluffy dog, Butterbean, and she
Butterbean.
would always wear pink. It was her favorite color. She was often, a lot of pictures of her, she's wearing pink.
I'm drawing a lot of parallels.
Yeah, so her friends would tease her a lot, and they'd call her Elwood.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
So they all like joked that she was like the new Elwoods.
Butterbean is her bruiser.
Yes.
Yes.
Butterbean is just the cutest fucking name
I
for
love
a dog.
it.
And like she was blonde, and the dog, her friend in the Dateline that I watched was like, she was blonde, her dog was blonde. Just made sense. Now, Lauren had been dating a man named David Vandiver, I believe is how you say it. Vandiver, throughout college, and she dated him. She was dating him even before she went to law school.
Oh, wow.
Now, her relationship with him was kind of strained, like on and off again, because at that point, David, and well, at all points, he was like 20 years older than her.
Only at that point.
Only at that point in time, he was 20 years older. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was weird.
He's 20 years older than her.
All right.
And
I imagine that can present some challenges.
yeah, and I also think probably the fact that she was pretty busy at school would add some
I
challenges
think
to
law
that.
school is kind of hard. So
Yeah. Now, so they were on and off again. And at one point when they weren't dating, Lauren started dating somebody from school named Joe. And Joe was a fellow law student. He was in her friend group, and he was like a super great guy, but there was something about David that Lauren couldn't let go of. And so she ended up breaking things off with Joe and going back to David.
Okay.
And Joe was really heartbroken after the breakup, but I guess they remained friendly, and the friend group, it didn't get super weird in the
Yeah,
friend group.
not like it didn't change anything.
Yeah. Now, so when she got back together with David, he was actually there in June 2011 when Lauren graduated law school with her Juris Doctor.
Get it.
So she graduated law school, she did the damn thing.
Wow.
Obviously,
She's an attorney.
She's an attorney. Obviously, that's a huge deal, but if you're a lawyer, you know that graduating is not the last step.
Certainly not.
And Lauren also knew that. And
She did?
She did.
Good for her.
And she knew that the bar exam was coming up, and she and all her friends were going to be pretty much like isolating themselves for probably like a couple weeks or months at a time.
Oh, yeah, that shit is no joke. Just
Yeah.
ask Deb.
Yeah.
Just ask Deb.
Deb is an esquire.
An esquire.
So they were going to be like cramming super hard for the bar, but before they started that, they wanted to have one last big night together to celebrate graduating, which is a huge
To
deal.
celebrate your loss of freedom.
Yeah, exactly. So on Friday night, June 24th, 2011, they all rounded up. They went to a bar together. Like everybody said it was like a night of drinking. They were celebrating, whatever. You're
Yeah.
old enough. And then after that, they went back to Lauren's friend Ashley's house, which is funny because Lauren is my sister and I am
Your
Ashley.
name, your given name.
I'm not Ashley, though. I'm Ash. Anyway, so Lauren's group of friends, like I said, was really close-knit. And Joe, Lauren's ex, actually happened to be one of Ashley's roommates, which was weird. But like I said...
Wow. This is like one of those friends groups that are like really like...
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it without being very offensive.
Yeah, exactly. I think everybody knows what
You
you're
know
trying
what
to
I
say.
mean. That
And
they
like,
all
same.
date each other and everything's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And whatever, like they're friendly, and
Yeah,
I think
it's like friends.
they're lawyers, so they have shit going on. It is like friends. I love that.
So it shit happens.
But like I said, things weren't like weird between the friend group after they broke up, and Lauren and Joe didn't seem to be weird to each other that night. And actually, Lauren ended up spending the night in Joe's room that night.
Oh.
So nobody knows if anything happened. It's not really talked about that much, but we do know that she spent the night in his room.
All right.
She had mentioned to him and some other friends that night that she thought someone was stalking her.
Ooh.
And I am a little bit mad at her friends because no one took her seriously.
Yeah, when one of your friends says they think someone's stalking them, like take that seriously.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what.
And somebody pointed
People
out,
don't
like,
just come out with that usually.
no, not
They
a
do
lot.
it sometimes, but like take it. It's better to take it seriously than to ignore it.
Even just with like an ounce of seriousness.
Yeah.
Also, you're all going to be lawyers, so
You should believe people when they say that.
it's good to believe
Yeah.
people. But people said like that's just who Lauren was. She had a lot of like male admirers and people who wanted to go out with her, and they kind of thought she was exaggerating and saying like, oh, like this person's stalking me, but
It's
like
like-
really they just liked her.
Yeah, it's like that's a little different than like admirers.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Stalking is
pretty
pretty
different.
bad.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
look in a law book; it'll tell you.
To tell you stalking
It'll
is
tell you it's
actually
real bad.
illegal.
It's actually something you can prosecute. So
It is. It is. You
Yeah.
might want to work on that.
Yeah.
That could have been your first case.
that's going to be a bar exam question. So
Yeah, work on that. So they were like, yeah, we're not so sure, Lauren. Like, maybe you should calm down a little bit. But Lauren had actually briefly mentioned the idea of a stalker before, or like at least somebody that broke into her apartment when she was
somebody
home.
that broke into her apartment.
Yes, she thought that somebody broke into her apartment.
shit.
And she mentioned it when she was home like a year before to her sisters. And I guess it was just mentioned briefly in passing.
Wow.
And it never really got brought up again. But she told them that she had come home on more than one occasion and things were like out of place in the apartment.
That's not good.
No, if I came home to my apartment and shit was out of place, I would, first of all, I would call the maintenance man and flip a fuck.
Yeah.
And then I would move out promptly.
Yeah, I would not be back in that apartment.
No. And they should have taken Lauren more seriously because she was right. Someone had been watching her for a while.
Oh my gosh.
And unfortunately, that Friday night was going to be the last one they were going to be able to see her again.
Oh, this hurts my soul already.
This case is a doozy. So people started making their way out of Ashley's apartment early the next morning, Saturday. Ashley didn't remember seeing Lauren leave, but Joe said that she had left that morning.
okay.
No one like
Joe
really
said it.
Joe said it.
Okay.
And remember, Joe is the person who she had broken things off with. She spent a night in his room and he was like, oh yeah, she left that morning.
Mm-hmm.
So no one really thought anything of it because again, Joe's their friend.
Yeah.
People were leaving at different times. They'd been drinking the night before, so it wasn't crazy for people to get up and leave
No, that's not weird.
early in the morning.
Your home should show off who you are. Now is the time to boldly write the newest chapter in your home story. And your main character? It's Ashley. Ashley has styles that balance timeless appeal and modern trends to bring your personal look home. Yes, these are well-crafted and affordable pieces with eye-catching design, but they're also built to stand up to real life. With features like stain-resistant performance fabric, options that are incredibly durable, easy to clean, and stain-resistant with machine-washable covers. Plus, Ashley provides fast, reliable, white-glove delivery right to your room of choice, so you can style your space without any stress. Ashley was nice enough to send us a bunch of new pieces for my pod lab at my house, and when I tell you they deliver it to your room of choice, unfortunately they did have to deliver to the attic, but they could not have been nicer about it. I got, or was gifted, I should say, the Revion Lake sofa and love seat. It's in this like olive colored velvety fabric. It's so nice. I will say it is so freaking easy to clean because if you know me, you know that I have a white cat and a black cat and then a multicolored cat. The white cat loves to just roll all up on this furniture and leave his hair everywhere, but it's so easy to vacuum. I also got the Meili coffee table. So I have that, like I said, in my attic, but I'm ready to order another one for my living room because this coffee table is so beautiful. It has this like antique old money vibe to it. I absolutely love it. And then finally, I got 3 actually of the core stone end tables. They have little shelves in them so you can dress them up and, kind of like personalize them to your style. I highly, highly recommend all of the pieces that I got. And I just recommend Ashley in general. It was such an easy process to shop with them, and the delivery, all of that from start to finish. It was awesome. Visit your local Ashley store or head to ashley.com to find your style. The Sherwin-Williams summer sale is here. Get 30% off select paints and stains or 35% off their newest product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. Whether you're looking to refresh your interior or your exterior, they've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Getting paid twice a month doesn't mean money is scarce. It just feels that way. That feeling makes you do weird stuff, like putting things on a card you didn't need to. Earnin removes that feeling. With Earnin, you can access up to $150 per day of money you've already earned, plus up to $1,000 between paychecks. Standard transfers take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees, and expedited transfers start at $3.99 and cap at $5.99. 5 million people are already on it, and honestly, it's wild it didn't exist sooner. Download Earnin on the App Store or Google Play, spelled like earning money without the G. Type in Morbid under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Access limits are based on your earnings and risk factors. Standard cash outs take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees. Expedited transfers available for a fee. Tips are voluntary and don't affect the service. Available in select states. Terms and restrictions apply. Visit earnin.com for full details.
And Lauren was a runner, so they thought, maybe she left early and then went for a run.
To be a runner.
Jesus Christ. I see people running all the time, and I'm like, I wish I was you.
Oh, it must be nice.
I often taste blood when I run, so I don't think I'm made for that. Anyways, Lauren's family...
Look inside Ash's life.
So Lauren's family knew she was going to be studying a lot in the next couple weeks and months.
Yeah.
So they knew she was going to be hard to reach, and they were like, all right, that's fine. That's one thing. But after days of not hearing from her, Lauren's sister contacted Ashley and asked if she had heard or seen her at all. Now, Ashley hadn't seen Lauren, and she tried to reach out, but after a day of Lauren not responding, she decided, and actually Lauren's family asked her on this same day if she could go check out Lauren's apartment.
Yeah.
So Ashley and her boyfriend headed out to the apartment. The apartment was right across from the college, and they immediately noticed that Lauren's car was parked outside. So that was already pretty weird.
Yeah, why is she not answering, but she's home?
Yeah, it was weird, and they were like, okay, it kind of gave them a temporary moment of relief, but then they were like, we need to make sure that she's inside, because that's strange. So Ashley told Dateline's Keith Morrison, my favorite man alive.
Keith Morrison, we love Keith.
She said before she opened the door, she looked at her boyfriend and was like, are you prepared for whatever we're about to see when we walk in this apartment?
Oh.
She was like, she just had a bad feeling.
I would too, to be honest. Because once you see the car, that quick little oh, good, okay. And then you're like,
but wait, she hasn't said
something
anything.
Must be wrong in there.
Right.
Ugh.
So he was like, yep, let's go in. We have to do what we have to do. So when they walked in, it was a really calm scene. Lauren's purse, it was eerie though, because Lauren's purse and keys were right there in plain sight. Her phone was there. Her laptop was sitting on her bed, but there was no sign of Lauren.
Ooh.
Now, what was even stranger was that Lauren was actually supposed to move out of her apartment the next day. She was supposed to be out. And she was going to be moving an hour and a half away to her boyfriend David's place.
Oh.
But it looked like she had started putting things together, kind of, but it didn't look like it packed up like it should be if you're leaving the next day. Normally pretty much everything would be packed up. Oh. And that was not the case. So they were like, okay, that's weird. And also, for all my dog lovers out there worrying, where the hell is Butterbean?
I'm worried.
He was actually already being taken care of by Lauren's family.
Oh, good. Okay.
They were back in Maryland with Butterbean.
Okay, good.
So they waited, and they were thinking, maybe she's out for a run. It's weird that she left her phone here, but I don't know, maybe she just wanted some alone time.
Well, you're just trying to think of anything logical
Yeah,
reason why
exactly.
this could be. Your first thought is not going to be, oh no, something bad happened. You're trying to be like, okay, but maybe
it's this.
she's
Like,
fine.
Let's
So, like,
not
shit
freak out.
happens. Yeah.
Because I've had like times where like I couldn't get into contact with you for like a minute, and I've like thought crazy shit, but then I'm like, okay, maybe her phone's just
Yeah,
dead.
you're like, I have to think of like logical things.
And
here.
usually things are fine.
Yeah.
So Lauren didn't come back, and that's when they were like, okay, she's not coming back, and something is really weird going on
Yeah,
here.
I mean, her keys, her purse, her phone, like everything you
Her
would need when you
laptop.
leave
Yeah.
was there.
Exactly. So the police were called and people began searching everywhere for Lauren. Her neighbor, Stephen McDaniel, proposed the idea that maybe she went out for a run and somebody just like snatched her up, which is not crazy to think about.
Sure. Like that
does
like,
happen.
You're like, absolutely. Like I listen to true crime podcasts. Like that definitely happens all the time.
There was a huge case like a year or so ago.
But it's also like, if someone just like,
proposed that idea.
if someone was like, well, here's a thought.
Yeah.
Maybe she went out for a run and someone just snatched her. I'd be
Right.
like, okay. Like,
All right, calm down.
What? All right.
Or like maybe she twisted her ankle and she just needs some help.
Let's hope someone didn't just snatch her up while
Right.
she was running.
Now, Lauren's father was back in Maryland, so he got in the car and started making an 11-hour drive from Maryland to Georgia. Like
You know, that is like,
a dad.
and can you imagine, like, I just can't imagine being a parent that far away from your child
No.
when something goes wrong like that.
And nobody knows where they
And
are.
you just are in the car driving as fast as you can, but you know you have like 11 hours between you and
Right.
helping your, like that. Ugh, I just
And-
can't imagine that drive.
That's probably when like you know when you have to get somewhere and you just experience all the worst drivers
Oh,
ever. And you're like,
100%.
I just need to get where I'm
Every
going.
red light.
God damn it. I keep knocking over my microphone.
We're having a day.
It's true.
It's been a lot. I work today, then we're recording multiple podcasts. So, you know, we're here. We're doing it.
You're doing
But
the damn thing.
yeah, it's like you're going to hit every red light. You're going to hit every bad driver.
Yeah.
You're going to, it's just, yeah.
And you're just like, please get me to where I'm going.
oh, that just hurts.
And Caitlin was actually the one, Lauren's younger sister, the middle sister, who had to tell him, like, Lauren's missing. We can't get into contact with her. Like,
Oh, boy.
you need to come to Georgia.
Boy, oh boy.
So the police checked Lauren's car and her apartment for evidence, and they started interviewing all the people closest to her. As much as many people hated to admit it, both David and Joe were on people's minds as suspects.
Of course.
And even like Ashley says in the Dateline, she's like, I hate to admit this, but yeah, I did think Joe had something to do with it.
Wow.
Like he was the last person that I knew that saw her.
And it's like they had dated, it didn't work out. She had gone back to the other boyfriend. They
And then
spent
she
the
spent
night
the last
together.
night that I saw her.
Suddenly they don't see her the next morning, and
But
it's
he
Joe who
does-
says I saw her and she left. Like
That's-
friend or not, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah.
like you're not looking good.
No. And people are thinking David too, because, you know, he's 20 years older. They're on again, off again. She's going to
Yeah.
move in. Maybe he doesn't want to change his lifestyle.
So
this is the
maybe-
way to do it.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
fucked
You
up,
got to
but-
look at it that way.
Yeah. But so David told the police that he hadn't talked to Lauren in days because he had been on a trip. A trip.
I just almost spit my coffee straight across the couch.
Oh gosh, I also I laughed into one of my very fluffy pillows and I just had like a hair in my mouth. Okay, I feel like I need to explain why I just
man.
said trip instead of trip. If you guys have ever seen America's Next Top Model, Danielle, one of like I think she's the winner. Isn't
She's
she?
the winner. She's my favorite contestant. I love her.
And she has this accent and it's the best.
it's,
And like
I think she's from Louisiana.
I think you're right. And Tyra and all of them are like, you need to change your accent. And I was like, fuck all of
The
you.
entire season, they harp on this poor girl about our accent, which is amazing, and it's
Yeah.
where she's from. So
and
it's
also,
like,
she's
fuck
gonna be a
off.
model. She's not gonna talk that much.
Yeah, it's like, and it's
Shut up.
where she's from.
like
Like,
that's what she's. People sound different. It's allowed.
and she kind of exaggerates it sometimes for like a joke. And at one point, she says it was a trip.
Yeah.
and she like really like exaggerates
That
the
was a
Louisiana
trip.
accent in there. And so we'll every once in a while say it. And apparently the ghost of Danielle, who is still with us,
overtook me.
just overtook us.
All right, I'm really sorry. That's not funny. But
Oh,
it was.
Danielle, if you're listening, we love you.
God, I love you. So David said he hadn't talked to Lauren in days because he had been on a trip.
A trip.
A trip. And I believe it was a golfing trip in California. I went to say Florida, but that's not true.
Either way.
Whatever. It was on the coast. So the investigators were like, that's weird. Like, you didn't call her to say, like, hey, I arrived in California.
Yeah,
and he
that's
was
a little
like,
strange.
no. And they were like, you didn't call to say like, hey, I'm home. Like, can't wait for you to move in. And he was like, no, it's just like not the relationship we have. Wow. And they were like, you didn't like text back and forth throughout the trip? And he was like, well, no, I was golfing, so I'm confused about what you're confused about.
He's like, what you're talking about is communication. That's not something that we did. Okay?
No. Well, and I think that's just like, I don't know, like they were 20 years apart. He's probably not like fucking texting on his Firefly phone. I don't know.
Probably not.
You know what
on
I mean?
His Firefly phone.
I just aged that man about 32 extra years.
You certainly did.
So they were like, okay, like that's a little weird.
Yeah, that's
like,
a little strange.
And they were like, but I will say, and they will all say, he was as helpful as he could be. Because they were like,
just being honest.
do you have any receipts from like your trip in California? And he didn't have them like on his person, but he was like, I can go find some. Like, if like, can I leave?
Like, I'll produce as much as I can.
And they were like, yeah, whatever. So then they brought Joe in, and they were like, all right, so you're the last one that we know that's seen Lauren. Like, she spent the night in your room, and she left on Saturday. Like, what's the deal with that? And he was like, yeah, like, we spent the night together. Nothing was said about anything that happened. I don't know if she literally just slept in his room.
But either way, he's being a gentleman.
He's being a gentleman. And he said that she left early on Saturday, and she said that she was going to go to the pool. So they checked Lauren's accounts, and it did show that she had used one of her cards at like a local country club to access their pool.
Oh, okay.
And then they searched her car, like I said, and they found a receipt from a fast food restaurant on Saturday night. And then they were able to look in her computer because now it's like a missing person, so they have access to this stuff. And her last outgoing communication was that Saturday night, and she wrote an email to David telling him she was feeling uneasy and she thought someone had tried to break in when she wasn't home the previous night.
Why? Oh.
So the only thing that I can assume is she's like, maybe I'm being like a little too nervous about this. And it's also, it was like probably one of the last nights she was going to spend there. So she wasn't thinking anything.
Yeah, and she's probably like, you know what, it'll be gone because I'm going to be gone.
Right,
so.
she's leaving in a couple of days to move in with her boyfriend. She's going to be fine.
But I'm going to be honest, if somebody tried to break into my house, I'd be out of there.
Also,
but that's because home invasions are literally my biggest fear.
Before we get into anything else, I just want to tell you, your security deposit, fuck it, because this is what you can do. We have a lock on our door that like everybody else does, but somebody has a master key to all of your every apartment if you live in an apartment complex. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to drive down to Ace Hardware, TM sponsored, not at all, and you're going to get one of those fucking what is it called? Like a chain lock.
It's like a chain lock, yeah.
And you're going to install that, and if your landlord has a problem with it, you're going to tell him to go fuck himself or
and
her.
he can keep his security deposit.
You can keep that.
Sure, that wasn't a word.
You can keep your scrub to the husband.
Wow.
You
can keep your security deposit.
Clearly, we never record 2 episodes in one day, so here we are.
Sorry.
No,
security deposit is what I meant to say.
And all I want you to know is that you have the right to add an extra lock to your door that nobody else has a key to.
Make yourself feel safe.
Yeah, fuck everything.
Whatever you need to do to make yourself feel safe, you do it.
Also get a Simply Safe.
That's right, Simply Safe. I'm not kidding you. I love my Simply Safe.
Boop boop.
And my door on the top of my staircase.
Yeah, that locks.
Yeah,
I love it. My apartment is hella safe. Fuck you if you try to break in here. I'll hit you with a baseball
Fortress.
bat. Yeah. It's like Alcatraz up in this bitch. So after they searched through Lauren's apartment, they found no sign of a struggle or a break-in. And they were like, oh, okay, let's start checking out like outside of the apartment to see if there's anything weird.
Yeah.
Now immediately around the area of the garbage, the investigators were hit with a very familiar smell to them.
Oh, no.
Not just like your usual trash smell.
Nope. You know the difference.
So they follow the scent and they open a barrel. And inside this barrel, there's 2 large black trash bags. Now, the first one that they pull out is literally just garbage. Nothing suspicious. The second bag, though, was heavier. And the county sheriff, Randy Gonzalez, said he knew when he picked that up that some kind of human remains were going to be found in this bag. So unfortunately, the bag was opened and the torso of a Caucasian woman was found inside.
Oh, no.
With no other limbs attached.
What the fuck?
A torso. That's it.
You don't want to find a torso.
No. So they didn't want this to be a media frenzy, so they decided it would be best to keep this discovery super quiet, not even tell the family, because again, they
don't have an identification.
They haven't ID'd the body. They don't want like people freaking out in a college town that there's like a murderer on the loose.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, let's keep this quiet until we positively ID her.
That's really smart.
It is. Unfortunately, though, one media station heard something about the discovery somehow, and they wrote a piece.
Oh, come on.
That made the word completely spread. And Lauren's uncle actually called her, like, family to see how they were doing now that a body had been found. So that's how they found out that a body was found.
Wow.
They hadn't been told yet because, like I said,
How do you fuck that up?
nothing was ID'd.
Like,
So
come on.
that's
You
how they
always
found out.
make sure that the family knows. That's fucked.
I know, seriously.
Getting scared is one thing. Getting a thrill is, well, you want more of those in your life. The Genesis GV70 is built to thrill, baby. A thrilling yet elegant design always makes driving the GV70 an exciting adventure. Its powerful athletic stance screams performance and turns heads. Everybody's looking at you, girl, or boy, or whoever. Command the road and experience a class-leading standard 300 horsepower. Oh my God. Plus, discover the different dynamic drive modes for all different terrains. Choose between the different terrain modes for whatever road conditions you may encounter. The Genesis GV70's award-winning technology and performance lets you drive with comfort and drive with confidence all at the same time. It's an exciting SUV with intuitive tech that can make your ride smooth even when the road isn't. And its blind spot cameras allow you to see what's next to you. It's like having eyes on the side of your head. That's pretty iconic. Its performance, by the way, is measured not only in power, but in how it makes you feel confident, sexy. The Genesis GV70. Learn more at genesis.com and feel the GV70. Okay, let's have some real talk, just one-on-one for a second. I know you know this feeling. You start your period and the only pad that you have available is uncomfortable. It's like crunchy and weird. We can literally start our car from our phones, but we're still settling for crunchy, uncomfortable pads. Girl, listen, when you're looking for softness and protection, Kotex has you covered. They are changing the game with a completely redesigned lineup of pads and liners that are designed around what women actually want, like Kotex Bamboo. Kotex Bamboo has a 100% bamboo-derived viscose top layer that provides ultra-soft protection, which means you don't have to worry about feeling itchy or uncomfortable. It's like the worst feeling ever. It's gentle on the skin and it's made without fragrance too. Check out Kotex.com for more details on the new and exciting launch of Kotex Bamboo, available in regular, heavy, overnight, and daily liners. Every flow covered. Now available at retailers nationwide. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So Lauren's father is now in Georgia and he heads down to the station and he told the chief of police, Mike Burns, that he wanted to ID Lauren's remains. Oh. Now, Mike Burns told Lauren's father that it was not a good idea. He was like, this is not the last memory you want to have of your daughter. I'm a father and I don't want you to do this. Like, please don't do this.
Wow.
And like wouldn't let him do it. And eventually Lauren's dad was like, okay, like, thank you. Maybe I shouldn't see this.
Yeah.
So DNA analysis was used to determine that the torso found in the garage was, or sorry, not in the garage, in the garbage barrel outside of Lauren's apartment was Lauren, 27 years old.
Oh my God.
27 years old.
27 years old.
So now word is spreading that part of Lauren's body had been found. And WGXA TV was interviewing like friends and family outside of Lauren's apartment when the announcement is made.
Yeah.
Now, Lauren's neighbor, Stephen McDaniel, who I mentioned earlier, he's the one that was like, oh, maybe she got snatched up.
Oh, yeah. He's the one who came up with the theory like right away.
Right away. Super weird. He was in on the search for Lauren from day one. And he was like, you know, maybe she got abducted. He told WGXA Lauren was nice as could be. And he described how he looked for her. And then the reporter was like, wow, what do you think about the recent news of a body being discovered? Stephen had this weird ass reaction. And I know we're not supposed to judge people's reactions, but like,
this is a weird reaction.
It's weird. And I'll post the link to the video in the show notes. But basically, Stephen just repeats the word body while looking at looking just like into space.
Yeah.
He just like blinks a couple times and he's like, body?
Basically, it's like a freshman in like a theater college.
Yeah. Like he's trying to act like he is shook.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not good acting.
No, it's not.
So he just starts to look like he's on another planet, and he goes, I think I need to sit down. And he walks away from the reporter and just like collapses onto the curb and just starts staring off into the distance.
Yeah.
So eventually the police were directed to him and his weird ass.
Yeah.
And they took notice of his like weird reaction. And they actually noted in a police report that he was unresponsive for quite some time and, quote, staring into space. An officer had to perform a sternal rub on him to get him out of his like weird trance.
Wow.
Now, if you don't know what a sternum rub is, like I didn't, have no fear. I Googled that for you.
Ash is here.
So, quote, a sternum rub is the application of a painful stimulus with the knuckles of a closed fist into the center chest of a patient who is not alert and does not respond to verbal stimuli. The sternal rub is the most common painful stimulus practiced in the field by EMTs and paramedics.
It'll get you awake.
So basically, it just sounds like they shove their knuckles into your sternum.
Basically.
It's not a rub, it hurts.
And it's like when they're like, especially when patients are like pretending to be in a daze, it's like, whoop,
it's like,
can't
oh,
pretend
look,
this.
you're awake now,
Yeah.
motherfucker. So Stephen comes to, and he's ASAP brought in for questioning. That sentence made sense. Thank you.
ASAP. Brought in for
He's brought in for sentencing or for
Because
questioning ASAP. Oh my god.
that reaction isn't even normal for someone who was like very close to her.
No, and
like
he wasn't.
Like even somebody who was very close for her wouldn't have that kind. That's a theatrical reaction.
If anything, I don't know.
Usually people are just like, you'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be like, body?
Body?
If anything, you'd be like, what?
Like, what are you talking about?
What did you say?
Like, I didn't
and,
hear
like
that.
if they were like a body's been found, you'd be like, where? What? Like
Yeah.
how? Can you explain?
Like,
Like
give
you
me
wouldn't
all the
immediately
information.
fall apart because
No.
you wouldn't assume that's her.
Exactly.
And you would be hearing it for the first time, so you'd be more like, what?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So after the whole like post-interview ordeal, the investigators, they already thought he was super odd and they were really interested in hearing what he had to say. They also thought he was like super weird throughout his entire interview process because he answered almost every single question with just a simple yes or no. Like they would ask like a very detailed question, he'd be like, yes, no. And he also just sat up super straight in his chair with his palms pressed against the table.
Ooh.
It was just, and I'll try to find a picture of it.
Yeah, that's strange.
It was weird, and obviously it's explainable, but just fucking weird. So they were like, "Hey, what have you been up to lately?" And he was like,
What you been doing?
"What's up, bro?" And he's like, "Oh, I've been studying for the bar. I've been home. I haven't really gone anywhere." And they're like,
convenient.
"Okay, it's crazy." And he was like, "Oh, I haven't seen Lauren in like a week or two," and they were like, "Okay." Now, the further they got into questioning, the deeper the questions got. And Stephen revealed to the investigators that he was a virgin, which I don't know how they got on that topic, but okay.
Hey, you ever fucked?
Yeah,
And he was like, no.
No. Actually, I'm saving myself for marriage.
All right.
And
Good talk.
And that's what he said. He was saving himself for marriage.
All right,
so
get
they were
it.
like, all right. And then later on, he agreed to give them a tour of his apartment. And when they were on this tour, they found condoms in his dresser.
Okay.
And they were like, okay, that wouldn't be weird for like literally anybody else, but you just told
yeah,
us you are a virgin, so I don't think you're like practicing putting these on bananas. Do you want to talk to me
Yeah,
about
they're like,
this?
can you maybe tell us what this is about?
And he was like, oh, I actually stole those from a couple different apartments that I broke into. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yikes.
So they were like, wow, you're shady as hell, and we're going to take you in on burglary charges because we don't want you running.
I really hope that the officer was like, wow, you're shady as hell.
I think
We're
he
going to
did.
bring you in.
Yeah, like, time to go in.
You know what? You're being brought in on charges of being shady as hell. So get in there.
No, they were like, we're going to take you in on burglary because you literally just told us that you burglarized
Burglarized.
these condoms that you don't need. Okay.
Like, what?
So while he was being held, they searched his apartment way more extensively.
Yeah.
And they searched Lauren's apartment way more extensively because now they have a body. It's her body. She's not just a missing person.
And this is all looking very strange.
But they're like, when they went in her apartment originally, there's no sign of a break-in.
Yeah.
There's no sign of a struggle. They didn't really, like, I mean, they're not looking for blood right away.
No.
Or, they might be looking for a little bit, but,
they
nothing
didn't
came
find
up.
anything.
No. So they were like, okay, let's do a luminol test in Lauren's apartment.
Uh-oh.
So they did that. And the bathtub, quote, lit up like a Christmas tree.
Ugh.
But unfortunately, no other fingerprints or bloodstains were found at all.
Really?
So whoever had killed her had done a really good job of cleaning up afterwards.
Wow.
And not only themselves, like cleaning up themselves, but her apartment too.
Yeah.
And there's no other prints found. So
But she was obviously dismembered in the bathtub.
In the bathtub.
In her own bathtub.
Exactly. So they were like, oh, okay, that's weird. So they go, obviously. So they go into Stephen's apartment, and that gave investigators a lot more than they bargained for.
Uh-oh.
A lot more. So literally sitting right on top of his dresser in plain sight were 2 keys. And they're like, okay, let's test these keys. One was a master key to the entire apartment complex.
What?
And the other was a key to Lauren's apartment. So I tried to look into like how the fuck he got a key to Lauren's apartment.
What the fuck?
I don't know if he found her hidden key and made a copy of it. I don't know if he was able to like break in because he had the apartment complex key and just grabbed the duplicate that maybe was like lying around somewhere.
Or maybe one of the times he broke into her apartment.
He
'Cause it
grabbed
sounds
her
like he
spare
did.
key.
Maybe
Yeah.
he grabbed the key she had, and maybe she hadn't been able to tell anyone that she didn't have her key.
Yep, that's true.
So maybe he took the only key.
Exactly.
never
So,
know.
like I said, Lauren had told her sisters and her friends that she thought she had a stalker, and she was right
did.
because it was Stephen. And
Ew.
so he was described as like a quirky zombie obsessed kid, and he had been her neighbor for 3 years. So this like quirky zombie obsessed kid who's her neighbor for 3 fucking years. He also asked her on a date once, and she was like, I have a boyfriend, sorry. He broke into her apartment multiple times and then eventually began tracking her movements and eventually started preparing to kill her.
What the fuck?
So
3 years you live next to this creepy dude?
3 years.
And he suddenly explodes like this? That's
Yeah,
unreal.
It's insane. So during an earlier search of the apartment's maintenance room, which they thought only the maintenance man had access to, they found a hacksaw, and eventually they determined that it had Lauren's flesh and blood on it. The maintenance man had been brought in for questioning, but he told the investigators he actually didn't know where that hacksaw was from, and he certainly hadn't purchased it. But now that they knew Stephen had a master key, it was obvious that the hacksaw was his because they found the packaging for it in his apartment.
Wow. The stupidest criminal ever.
So at this point, he's left 2 incriminating keys right on his dresser. He has a key, the key to Lauren's apartment and the key to all the apartments. He has the packaging to a hacksaw with her flesh and blood on it. And then they find a pair of her underwear in his drawer.
Oh my god. I want to like punch this dude right in the nuts.
Oh, just
what
wait.
a disgusting little goblin.
It only gets more disgusting and more creepy.
Oh no.
Squarespace, let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
Squarespace empowers millions of dreamers, makers, shakers, and doers by providing them with the tools they need to bring their creative ideas to life. I think last time we talked to you about Squarespace, we talked to you about putting either wine or cats on socks. This time I'm going to say you should do both.
Yeah, absolutely. You should do both.
Wine.com/cats, buyithere.com.
The amount that you would sell.
So much.
The amount.
It would be incredible. And Squarespace is perfect for people who are ready to design and ready to make their ideas a reality and want those ideas to stand out. Their brand pillars are design, innovation, storytelling, entrepreneurialism, and customer enablement. So it's like they're just chilling there waiting to help you, and like that's incredible. Squarespace's suite of products combine award-winning design and world-class engineering, making it easier than ever to establish your own online presence of wine and cat socks. From our beautiful templates to our powerful e-commerce tools, we, aka Squarespace, help customers launch their ideas into the world and build their brand. That's what we used when we first started off with our website.
We sure did.
Our website was beautiful. It was so true crimey.
Yeah. And it was easy to do.
It was so easy to do and set up. And like you said, it's kind of like MySpace HTML, and it's so much fun to do again.
Oh yeah, you feel like you're coding.
Go code and head to squarespace.com/morbid for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code morbid to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So Stephen's computer and a digital camera that he had were taken in to be searched as well.
Oh, no.
While he was booked on charges for first-degree murder. Now, the district attorney honestly every other investigator working on the case knew that Lauren was killed by Stephen.
Yeah.
After he had stalked her for quite some time. But the DA was worried that the evidence they had was only circumstantial because there's no prints linking him to this.
Oh my gosh.
And he could say, you know, the maintenance guy did this and he put all the evidence in my house. Like, I've been framed for murder.
Yeah.
So they were like, also, it started off as a death penalty case, so they couldn't fuck up at all in this case. Like, there was no room for fuck ups. Eventually, the death penalty was taken off the table for that very reason. And also because they wanted to get the trial going and get Stephen sentenced as soon as possible. Because a lot of times death penalty cases take a long time to go to trial. So they took that off the table. And I just thought it was important to note that Lauren herself was actually against the death penalty.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of guess in a way it was like honoring her wishes.
I was going to say, I'm glad that it went that way.
Yeah. So like I said, they took Stephen's computer and a digital camera in to like search through it all. And that's when the real groundbreaking evidence that was going to make this fucking trial was found on his computer.
Oh, man.
So he had been searching for sadistically violent pornography. And at the same time that he was doing this, they were able to determine that at the exact same time, he would also be on Lauren's Facebook page, her LinkedIn profile, and he had also stolen a flash drive from her apartment. And there were pictures on his computer of her that he downloaded, and those pictures would be up while he was on these like scary ass porn sites.
I hate all of this.
Yup. So his like type of porn that he liked depicted torturous situations, murder, and then they found child pornography on his computer.
Fuck this guy. Kill him.
Yup.
Bye.
So that wasn't just the only damning evidence though, because that's just the evidence on his computer. They, like I said, also seized a digital camera. On this digital camera, they found this super eerie video that they believe was taken the night that Lauren was murdered.
Ooh.
So they concluded that Stephen must have taped his camera to some kind of like wooden pole or something and held it up to Lauren's window. And the video shows the inside of Lauren's apartment while the camera just peers in, going back and forth slowly, just like scanning her apartment to see probably if she's like asleep, because I think it's her living room and the blinds are slightly open so you can see just like an empty living room and it's just scanning back slowly. Yup. So that's great. And I can link the video in the show notes too.
What a demon.
So Stephen at the beginning of this trial thought that he was going to get away with murder because he had like a dream team of lawyers, and he decided to enter a plea deal because he obviously, once they found the video and everything like that, he's obviously going away for quite some time.
Yeah, of course.
But before they had that, he was like, I could get away with this.
You can't.
Unfortunately, the deal that he took the charges of child pornography off the table.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
How does it even get taken off the table? He has child pornography on the end of story.
End of story, exactly.
That should never be allowed to be taken. You have it on your computer,
You're going to jail for that.
For it.
Absolutely. Now,
fuck these lawyers that did that. Like, that's fucked.
Oh, yeah. And actually, I should mention, one of these lawyers was Lauren's teacher.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah, he's a dick.
You're
and he has a ponytail.
And you have a ponytail. Fuck you. Fuck you and your ponytail.
Yeah.
That's so fucked.
Yeah, seriously. You
That
are
makes me so
representing
angry.
a student who killed another one of your students. All right. How do you sleep at night? Anyways.
Hate it.
Had he not entered this plea deal, though, he would have faced 7 counts of sexual exploitation of children, and he would face 5 to 20 years for each individual charge.
So he should.
Yeah.
I'm so angry.
So he could have gotten a minimum of 30 years just based off of that.
Yeah, let's just take off the child porn charges. Let's pretend that never happened.
I really hate that people even get to make deals.
And that specifically, that kind of deal, like taking off, you can't take it off. It's there.
But honestly, I feel like most of the plea deals that we talk about are just like, they get away, like Karla Homolka and fucking
I know plea deals, it sucks because it's like they're necessary, and sometimes like in the Karla Homolka case they felt it was necessary to get the information on Paul,
but
who they felt was the more,
but now she's out and she shouldn't be.
Exactly, but it's like at what cost?
Exactly.
It's like there's certain times where you can see why it's done, and then there's sometimes like this time, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So he pleaded guilty and in a written statement admitted to all the events that unfolded that night and explained them. So he wrote that he made his way into Lauren's apartment at 4:30 a.m. on Sunday morning, using a key that he had for God only knows how long, and just stood over her as she slept. Now, he was wearing a mask and gloves in an effort to conceal his identity and not leave fingerprints. Now, as he walked closer toward a sleeping Lauren, a floorboard creaked and woke her up.
So this is nightmarish.
He was planning to probably kill her in her sleep, but the floorboard woke her up. He said that she calmly told him to get the fuck out, but before she could make any move, he, quote, leapt onto her and began to strangle her.
Oh.
He said during the struggle, she actually took his mask off and said, "Stephen, please stop."
Oh my god.
Because she knows him.
She knows who it is.
He obviously didn't, though. He strangled Lauren Giddings until he was sure that she was dead. He then either carried or dragged her to her own bathtub and left her there for hours until he decided what he was going to do next. He went back to his own apartment next door and just went about his day. Went about his Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, he went out to purchase the hacksaw, and then he came back on Sunday night around midnight. So she was killed Sunday morning around like 4:30, 5 o'clock. He comes back at midnight. She had been sitting in her bathtub dead all day. Now he comes back at midnight to dismember her in her own bathtub.
With a fucking hacksaw.
And also a bloody sheet was later found in the wash machine in the apartment. So I guess that's how he like kept things clean. He then took her limbs and headed to the college across the street to dispose of them. And then he threw the bag containing Lauren's torso in the apartment's trash barrels. And that's where she was found. So when he was finished, he cleaned up and just went back home and then joined the search for her.
Wow.
And he thought that he committed the perfect murder. Now, this is a direct quote from his confession. Quote, "It's difficult for me to explain why I killed Lauren and attempted to conceal my deed the way I did. The difficulty in explaining it lies within my own ability to understand it myself. I know that it was very wrong. I'm not delusional or without all morals or decency." What? You, dude, not only do you look at child pornography, you also dismembered your neighbor that you've been like acquaintances with,
but obsessed with.
You broke into her apartment while she wasn't there for like God only knows how long, and then dismembered her in her own bathtub, but you don't lack morals or decency.
Yeah, he's like, come on, everybody.
He's like, I'm still a human.
I'm still a great person. Let's kick his ass into the Kuiper Belt. I'm done.
I also don't think that he has any remorse.
No, of course he doesn't.
And he could have gotten away with Lauren's murder, and he intended to. So listen to this. If Lauren's family and friends hadn't decided to contact the police when they did, that day that the police were there searching, the trash truck was due to come take the trash away that day. But because the scene was blocked off, the trash guy couldn't come and collect that barrel.
Wow. So that would have been gone. I mean, that would have been in a landfill somewhere. You never would have found it.
Never, ever, ever. And he never would have been caught.
He never would have been connected to
what
it.
evidence? See, there's no fingerprints of his. There's nothing. Yeah. He probably wouldn't have been a suspect. It's like, had they not found her torso, who knows what would have happened.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Lauren's head, though, and other parts of her body have never been found. And that's something that obviously still kills her parents and her family.
Yeah, of course.
Because they never got the chance to bury their whole daughter.
They're like put her to rest.
And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to, because they've dug up landfills, trash trucks were searched, and nothing has ever been found.
That's so fucked.
So fucked.
That's so fucked.
We all shop online, especially now, and we've all seen that promo code field taunt us at checkout. Spend $300 and get 0.3% off. Yay! But thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. Holy cow, that's a big number. They range from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. Imagine you're shopping on one of your favorite sites ever. Mine happens to be neimanmarcus.com. When you check out, the honey button drops down and all you have to do is click apply coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupon codes it can enter for that site. And if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop. Honey is just like set up on my computer because your girl loves to online shop. And for holiday shopping, my grandma loves this brand called Mackenzie Child. It's like ceramics and shit.
That checkerboard design.
So cute. And it's a little expensive, one might say. So I was like, oh, honey, do your magic. And I saved something. I'm not kidding you. I saved like 30% off of the entire total.
It actually made Mackenzie Child affordable.
It did. And I never would have like been able to have that discount had it not been for Honey. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings, and nobody likes to miss out on anything. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/morbid. That's joinhoney.com/morbid. So to drive home the point that this incel 100% killed Lauren, the DA, Greg Winters, read the jury one post among a lot determined to have been written by Stephen McDaniels about Lauren.
Oh, God.
Now, he posted on a blog site using the name SOL, aka Son of Liberty.
Literally go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Now, AboveTheLaw.com reports that Mr. Winters read the following to the court. Quote, graduate from law school, party hard by drinking alone in front of my computer. See my sexy neighbor classmate come home late. She has talked to me occasionally in the past. He has wanted a certain piece of my anatomy. I think that was like redacted. For 3 years. Invite her up for a nightcap. Make her a special drink called a Mikie Fin. She's out cold. I finally lose my V card. Oh no, she OD'd and died. I barbecue her legs and arms to celebrate losing my V card. Not into organ meat, but throw out her torso. Lose it on TV while the cops are discovering her remains. You mad virgins.
What? He wrote that?
He wrote that. And also, in case you're confused, a Mikie Fin, that drink, it's like basically like a drink with roofies in it.
Yeah, like slip
it's called
on
a
Mickey
Fin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wrote that somewhere.
Wow.
And it was reported that Stephen McDaniel had his eyes closed while the post was read in the courtroom. Other writings of Stephen's talk about committing the perfect murder, how you can dump somebody's body in a garbage can to have it not be linked to you. You can use chloroform to bring them to the point of unconsciousness, etc., etc., etc.
You know, all normal stuff.
All super normal stuff. Now, he was sentenced to life in prison in 2014, and he will spend the rest of his life in prison.
Good.
But he will be eligible for parole in 2041, and he's already tried to shoot his shot at a retrial.
No.
Now get this. In 2018, he Ted Bundy'd it and decided to represent himself on the argument that his counsel was ineffective and that his constitutional rights were violated during the investigation.
Wow, he literally tried to Ted Bundy it.
He did. He called his former attorney, Floyd Buford, to the stand, and Buford said that he truly believed McDaniel was innocent until he went into terrific detail of the murder in his confession, and that the evidence on his computer was found.
Yeah.
He said to McDaniel, quote, "You could get out one day, Stephen. You viciously murdered a woman and dismembered her, and you still could be paroled. So I don't see how that's ineffective assistance."
Right?
It's like, he's like, "You're stupid." Now, he was unsuccessful. The judge was like, "No, I'm not giving you a retrial.
You're a vicious murderer."
And the judge told him, "I don't know if I've heard a single thread of testimony or evidence that would compel me to grant any portion of your petition." Good. And laughed at him.
Good. Laugh at him. I hope everybody laughs at him until the day he dies.
Oh, he's so nasty. So Lauren Giddings' family continues to remember her as a breath of sunshine.
Oh.
A lot of laughter.
Oh.
Now, Caitlin, Lauren's middle sister that I kind of mentioned a lot throughout this,
yeah,
she was married just before Lauren was murdered, and Lauren was the maid of honor at her wedding. So Caitlin named her daughter Lauren Magnolia.
Stop.
After her big sister.
And rip my heart out.
Lauren's memory also lives on through the scholarship that her family established with Agnes Scott College. And the scholarship helps students with, quote, strong academic credentials or a demonstrated need, especially those who are the first in their immediate family to attend college,
Wow.
and those who are interested in pursuing the careers in legal profession or special education.
Wow.
And there's also a 5K run that's held every year, and that's organized by Mercer's Association of Women Law Students. And the proceeds from the 5K go directly to Lauren's scholarship.
I love that. I always love when something good comes out of this.
I do too. And I there's a ton of stuff to link in the show notes, but I can link where you can donate in Lauren's memory.
I love that. But
Isn't
wow, what a fucked up tale.
So crazy.
Man.
He had been breaking into her apartment for like who even knows how long.
What a disgusting little goblin he is.
Yeah, exactly. And just an incel. Literally the definition of an incel.
Oh, that's so gross. He's so gross.
And we'll
for him
post
to,
a
like,
picture of him.
yeah.
And like, I'm not one to like hate on people's looks, but if you murder somebody, you deserve it.
Yeah,
And
if you murder someone, I'm gonna shit all over your looks.
gross.
Yeah,
gross.
he's truly disgusting.
He's nasty.
And for him to sit there on TV and pretend to lose it, it's the
Bonnie?
worst acting you have ever seen. But when you watch it now, knowing what he did
To her.
only, hours or whenever it was, or before
Like a couple
that,
days.
like, you're like, that person sitting there in front of the camera on this news station just dismembered this woman.
And you're sitting there like,
And you're
acting
sitting
like
there
you're
pretending
so
like you had
distraught.
no idea.
And also the fact that
She was
he,
not kind as can be.
yeah, nice as can be. And also the fact that he could have gotten away from it if they didn't call the police when they did. Like
Thank goodness they did.
if that scene wasn't blocked off, they never would have uncovered her
yeah,
torso. There's no
because
way.
think about it. Right now, they can't find her head or anything.
It would have gone. I mean, it's both in the same area, so I'm sure it would have gone to the same landfill or something.
But it's like landfills are massive. It's
Right.
like you'll never find it.
right.
Wow, that's truly something.
I know, it's so sad.
Wow, so that was a lot.
Yeah, Christmas is over, guys.
Everybody put locks on your doors and,
Seriously, get a
take your
Simply
friends
Safe.
seriously when they say that they think something weird is happening in their apartment.
Uh-huh.
Even if they're that crazy friend that you're like, oh, they do that sometimes. They're just silly.
Like,
take
no.
it seriously. It's better to take it seriously than to ignore it.
Right.
Because,
It's
you
like-
take it seriously, you get proven wrong, it's fine.
I wish one of them was like, you know what? Why don't you like stay with me and then I'll go help you during the day, pack up your apartment.
Yeah.
I don't want you to stay there alone.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're not staying at your apartment alone.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're being dramatic.
yeah. It's like, if you're not feeling safe,
And if you
stay
think
here.
things have been moved in your apartment and
Yeah.
nobody's listening to you, get the fuck out of there yesterday.
Yeah, you got to get out because that's really scary. Oh, that hurts my heart.
I know. I hate
Wow.
this guy so much.
R.I.P. Lauren.
I hope that he never gets paroled.
He better not get paroled.
And the fact that he was able to make a plea deal where 7 counts of child pornography were taken off the table.
I can only hope that like people in prison know that was
yeah.
part of it. I hope that has leaked back to them that child pornography charges were part of that.
And he just
and
gets
that he's
eaten
getting
alive.
got every day.
Eaten alive.
I hope so.
So yeah, that was the case of Lauren Giddings. And again, I'm going to post where you can donate to that scholarship.
Perfect.
And you guys should all do it.
Wow.
Yeah, if you're able to.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. So yeah, you can check out some of the horrific pictures of Steven and you can see how beautiful Lauren was on our Instagram.
At Morbid Podcast.
Hit us up on Twitter.
At a Morbid Podcast.
Send us a Gmail.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
And I think that's it. We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it weird.
but not so weird that you suck. Bye.
Do you remember in school when your teacher had a favorite of everything? A favorite marker, a favorite element, and yes, even a favorite student? Who wasn't me, so let's move on. I want to talk about their real favorite thing. Kleenex tissues. According to teacher lists, Kleenex is the #1 facial tissue trusted by teachers. They're silky soft, help prevent skin irritation. And now, with Kleenex Snap and Go, you can take them anywhere. Stock up on the ultimate classroom favorite. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
You know that feeling when you come home late from work and those puppy dog eyes just pierce right through your soul? Or when you're packing for a trip and your cat refuses to leave your suitcase? Yeah, we've all been there. Pet parent guilt is real. And you know what? It's completely normal. That's exactly why Hill's Pet Nutrition exists. They understand that being a pet parent means being human, with all of our imperfections and daily juggling acts. Hill's science-led nutrition helps you give more love than humanly possible. Whether it's those long work days or trying to balance attention between multiple pets, Hill's Pet Nutrition gets it. They've created science-based nutrition that supports your pet's lifelong health so you can feel confident even when life gets hectic. Because you're only human, there's Hill's. Science does more. Ready to let go of the guilt? Find the right food at hillspet.com/podcast. That's hillspet.com/podcast.